Nader is complaining about reaction channels yet again. And boy, do I have a lot to say about this one. Let's start watching.
If you work all week, in the payday, you need to get your envelope, or somebody else take your work. Tell you, no, you work for free this week. I think nobody will love it.
So basically, he's trying to compare reaction channels taking his views and getting paid for them to working a traditional job. And when your paycheck comes, it doesn't come basically because someone else is stealing your work. Well, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but that's exactly what happens at a traditional job in a capitalist model. You're not getting all of what your labor is worth. That's how they can make profit, but we won't get into that. That's a deeper topic. Trust me, you're not getting everything you should get. That's how come companies become so profitable, because they're not giving you all of your labor, Nader. But let's get on what he's talking about. First of all, it irks me when people that don't actually work try to school people that work. Me, as a full-time employee, and I have my own business, that's a little bit irksome. But let's keep watching. We'll discuss more.
I'm not going to stand up for 3 hours. Somebody take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Make the same money I make from my content. Not one, not two. Count them.
But that's exactly what happens at a job. Let's say you work 3 hours. They're making profit off of you. So, in turn, he just said he stands up for 3 hours working. Okay, this stream is 3 hours. Now, here's the problem I have with when Nader says that. What he does, I do not consider work. There are other YouTube channels that are on here that create content, and I consider that work. But what he does is just film him doing things he'd already be doing. And then he says, oh, I'm working. Yeah, but come on, if you didn't have YouTube, you'd still be doing this. Now, does it generate income for him? Some type of income? Yes. Is it work? In my opinion, no. Everybody, well, not everybody cooks, but most people cook to survive. It's not like you're doing something like, or you're up there even just like a Martha Stewart type thing where it's just really intricate and you're explaining everything. You don't even put the ingredients up. There's no effort involved. You're just filming something you do anyway. And then you film yourself eating and talking, which is fine, by the way, if that's how you make your money. But please do not try to pass it off as work. It's insulting. For some reason, that's very insulting and silly to me. Like, that's not work. Even if you stand in the kitchen, you don't know how to cook, you cook hamburger helper, you're still cooking something or preparing some type of meal. If you film it, does that make it work? I don't get that. Y'all chime in the bottom.
Put Nader Elshamy and see.
And like I said, these days,
Put just their name. They only have channel before me in YouTube. I'm just 1 year. Put their name. Just their channel. Put me. Ooh. Spicy. I burned their butt.
this may have.
Somebody make a community post today telling me 15 years in YouTube. I don't do this. I don't see this. So shame on you. 15 years in YouTube. You don't know how to make your own content? Shame on you.
So he's basically saying a reaction channel that said they've been on here 15 years. Well, basically said they've been on here 15 years. And he's like, after 15 years, you don't know how to make your own content. Y'all, I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm really beginning to believe or wonder if they're slow. Him, Didi just go along with whatever he says. I'll just say him and Foodie Beauty. Are you slow? Reactions on YouTube are a niche that have existed since YouTube began. And not just LOL Cow community reactions, not just Foodie Beauty reactions and Amberlynn and all that crap. Reactions, period. Do y'all remember when everybody was reacting to, like, for instance, Two Girls, One Cup and like different little, or they react to like a gross video or a crazy video and they'll watch it. You can watch their reactions. There are reaction channels where people react to old singers and old songs. Like, you might see like a real young person do a reaction video to like an old song from the 60s. And while they listen to it, they show their reaction. Or, I mean, it's a thing. They can talk about it till they're blue in the face. It's not going away. And honestly, I'm kind of tired of hearing about it. Now, yes, I could cut this off, but I thought I'd do my little reaction since he's complaining about reactions. I thought it's important to know, if you're doing something, the terms of service. This is not against terms of service. What I'm doing right now, what Monty does and all the other reaction channels, most of them, it's not against TOS. If it was, you think Google's stupid? You think they still have it up here? Now, some things that are against TOS, they do still have up. But in general, reacting to stuff is not against TOS. I've said this before, y'all. There is a whole thing on TV that's nothing but reactions. Look at ESPN. Does LeBron James go on ESPN and whine about how they react to his sport, to his basketball games? Come on, it sounds dumb. I'm like, are y'all slow? Literally, editorial news shows like Don Lemon or Tucker Carlson, whoever you watch, those are reaction channels about the news. That's why I'm like, are y'all slow? ESPN got a whole industry based around being a reaction channel. And nobody goes on there and says, y'all react to my game. Y'all stealing my work. Y'all making money on me. I'm playing the football. Y'all reacting to my channel. Like, that's how he sounds. You can talk about this forever. It's not going away. Before y'all were even on YouTube, reaction channels were here reacting to LOL Cow. Like I said, the gross videos and like crazy videos and shit like that is always going to be here. You wasting your breath. And it's funny he should bring this up because Foodie was complaining about the same thing today. Y'all put your comments. It's kind of getting irritating because I'm like, are you slow? Are you slow? Hell, you might be able to get a check for that. That might be an extra income for you. A slow check.
Miss Mayhem, headaches and migraine level, low fever, fatigue, ache. So far, nothing unimaginable. Hope it continues to stay mild.
Wow.
Take it easy. You're strong.
Stay strong, yes.
Darn COVID.
Someone in the chat said, I'm not a hater, but how do you work? Exactly.
Red says, I'm not a hater, but how do you work?
How that I work?
How do you work? I don't know. What's he doing?
Guess what?
What's he doing right now?
Guess what? I don't sit down and talk. Compared to who? You talk compared to them or compared to what? To YouTube? Actually, I'm making money.
Okay, but some people sit down and talk for a living. Like I said, you have newscasters do that. People like Wendy Williams, they do that. Or well, she did. You know what I mean? Like, and you have reaction channels do that. By the way, all reaction channels don't make money. I'm not monetized. I just do this for fun, for just something to do, in my spare time sometimes.
From YouTube, so this is work. When you stand up and you do your shit, you make money, You earn your money, that's your work. This, actually, because this means
I so disagree.
what
I'm sorry, y'all, and y'all drop your opinions down here because this is just my opinion, but I so disagree that what he's doing is work. What he's doing is he has monetized a hobby / something you're going to do anyway. Everybody got to eat or we die. Most people eat, right? Unless you, God forbid, you have a medical problem, you want a feeding tube or some shit. Most people eat. They go out and get something to eat or they cook at home. If it ain't nothing but a sandwich or a little hamburger or something, I don't understand how he equates that with work. I don't know whether he's lying to himself. Furthermore, I feel like YouTube is all they have going on because they take it so seriously. Like I could understand addressing this once. Of course, you speak your piece once or twice, maybe. They always talking about this. And I feel like YouTube, ever since he got a YouTube channel, it's like the only thing he got going on in his life. So he just latch on to it and takes it really seriously. Even if you listen to the Sam's Bar Lounge videos and how they talk about YouTube in their spare time, they so extra about it. Like, I just think it's gone to his head, like his YouTube channel. And make no mistake, I think that I feel as though Nader tries to act like he, once he got his YouTube, he's just this big YouTube personality that came up because of his cooking. Please make no mistake, the only reason people really tune into his channel is because of his association with Chantal. I don't know whether he psyched himself out to believe that people really tune in for his cooking. I would say maybe 5% of the people come in here for his cooking or something else other than the Chantal connection. But everybody else comes in here because of foodie. And that's it. That's just real. And for drama, because of the association with her. That's just real. And y'all, please excuse me if my audio and video is out of sync at some point.
And I'm not against you. Because you say you don't hate me, I'm not against you. Can you explain to me what they work? I explain mine, what I work. Can you explain what they work, in your opinion? What's the job? And I want to know what you work, if you don't mind. And before YouTube, I worked in the kitchen for over 25 years.
He is forever referencing things he did ages ago. When is the last time this man has had a job? And look, I don't personally hate Nader. I don't know that child. I'm just speaking my piece, giving my little opinion. But some of the things he say are just in space somewhere. They make no sense. 20 years ago, I worked in the kitchen. But have you recently worked? 10 years ago, I did this. 5 years ago, I did that. But have you recently worked? Again, what he's doing, I don't consider that work. You're just a form of income, yes. But work, no. You're just filming something you'd be doing anyway. Let's be real. You said, I can make money off of this, and people are going to watch me because of Chantal. Do you really think that if he set up his cooking video that his channel would have taken off like this? And he tried to read me one time, talking about I need clout from him. I've said this before. Hold on, girl. I've been on here far longer than you. My most viewed video, if you want to get down to numbers, has way more views, like 4 or 5 times more views than his most viewed video. Which, by the way, is a video with Chantal in it. I think it's the one where they sing it in the car. My most viewed video has 250,000 views, and it has nothing to do with him. I was on here before both of them got on here. Since, I think, 2007. 250,000 views, 100,000 views and up for most of my top viewed videos, and they have nothing to do with him. So this is just something I felt like doing. But this little thing here has gone to his head. It really has. And I can tell he doesn't have a lot else going on in his life, like as far as not just work, but hobbies, interests, family, because this is it, y'all. You can really tell when people don't have a lot going on in their life. The reason I'm not on here like that, number one, I'm not getting paid for it, because if I was, I'd put more effort in it for y'all. I think you owe that to people when you're making money off something. But number two, they're very boring right now to me. And I have a lot of interest, and I just lose interest sometimes because it's repetitive. And number three, I have other things going on in my life. I'm just saying. I feel like this is all he has going on in his life, but let me not be too chatty.
So this is my work. So I make money by using this knife all my life. My baby.
Hi, Nader and Dee. Hope you're...
He is obsessed with that knife. Like, I know people that love to cook that don't talk about their knife like that. Like, he is obsessed with that little knife.
Both having a good weekend so far. I sprained my ring finger yesterday and it's swollen like a sausage. I guess the ring is staying on, or I hope you feel better.
Yes, for sure.
Fifi, Nader, when's the next reaction?
Tonight.
Oh, by the way, that's another thing I forgot to bring up. He reacts to people's videos. He's reacted to Gary. He's reacted to Foodie and a few others, I think. So what? I think he's going to try to say, well, I don't show the video. You can hear me talking about it. But that's not true. He's reacted to people.
But about who I need to search about, because a lot. There are a lot. That you realize even when I react. I react about 10-minute videos. I don't even add that. The problem is these people, all of them, they know technology more than me. They know how to edit, how to take clip, how to talk. They have a microphone, they have all set up. They don't use it in the right way. All of you, I'm here, I just started to learn how to edit 2 days ago.
Oh, good. Finally.
Spending my time to learn how to edit when I have more time.
Okay, good. He learned how to edit.
So when you have the talent, when you have the tools, I have the talent here. Those can do this. If you know how to do thumbnail and edit video, come on. No words. You have only talent to edit my video? If you ask me, as I said before, edit my video and I pay you. And instead of using my video, edit my video.
Angel horns, a lot of people turn their passion into a channel here and get paid. It's a win-win. I think that's what a lot of people do, right?
Easy.
So
Yeah, that's true. But that ain't work always. That ain't always work. Okay? I'm just saying.
So people, these reaction
It's not a job.
Is reacting to...
I'm sorry, forgive me. It can be work, but I don't consider it a job. Some channels that are on here, the way they do their content, yes, it's their job. This is not one of those channels. Pardon me.
It's not even react. It doesn't mean you move my video and keep insulting me. That's react. React about what? So, that I go fight with you? No, we all under rules. We all work for the same company. I contact them. This is not fair. They take you down. It's not my problem. Let's say...
Now, that's true, Nader. We working under the Google/YouTube banner, and as we are, you should know their rules. You should know that this is not against TOS. What I'm doing right now is not against TOS. What FFG does is not against TOS. What Gary does, what Monty does, what Piggy does. Those are not against TOS. You should know these things. That's why they're still up.
YouTube, our manager.
They advise you.
Yeah.
They advise you. YouTube advises you.
YouTube, our manager. We all work in the same company.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know the handbook.
I'll let you take my work for free. And this is my right. I don't go fight. I don't go talk shit about you, sniping you, taking your video, taking your work. Why sniping? Do your own. Sit down and talk about anything. You sit down anyway.
No shade, but this is not a snipe. And he seems to assume that because you're sitting down, it's not work. I know plenty of people that sit down for work and it's still their job. One of my good friends sit down all day at a computer. He works from home. He's still working. You don't have to be standing up doing manual labor for it to be work. He keeps talking about standing up. Standing up ain't got shit to do with work.
You know how to edit, you know how to talk, you have the tools. More than I have. I have this corner. Every day I'm here, couple hours.
So dangerous.
Even if I go outside, I take you with me. You know picnic? You know go shopping? I make shopping video. Picnic video. Outside different place. I live here in Montreal. I show you different place. Whatever you live, you have content. Just to go. Do it. Why choose the easy way?
Heidi Hoax in the comments said the reaction channels are using their talent in bullying, unfortunately. That's not true. That's not true. See, they have a tendency to assume, even when I came on there that time and I came on there live and I was telling them I had a reaction channel, they assumed automatically it was negative. Some of the reaction channels aren't like that. I don't think I'm like that. My intent is not to come on here and troll or automatically be negative. But am I going to keep it real? Hell yeah, because that's all I know how to do. I'm real. And my intent is not to come on here and troll or intentionally be negative or intentionally just let them have it. And if I feel like you need to hear something, yeah, of course. But a lot of my videos on here for them, I think are pretty fair. Now, recently, they've been a little more negative just because of Sam's Bar Lounge thing, and I don't condone things like that. But, I mean, let's be real here. Not all reaction channels are like that. Some are just on here to have a good time. Not all of them are being bullies. Some are, but not all. Come on, Miss Heidi Hoax and Nader.
Yeah, valid point.
Easy way is not my problem. If you're lazy, you're lazy. But here, when you pass the limit to take my job.
Now, here is a man. I told you I don't have enough. I can't hardly say enough about this, y'all. Here is a man who has not worked in God knows when, talking about people being lazy. Did y'all hear that? Listen.
Here in Montreal, I show you different place. Whatever you live, you have content. Just to go. Do it. Why choose the easy way?
Yeah.
Listen.
Easy way is not my problem. If you're lazy, you're lazy. But here, when you pass the limit to take my job, I stand up for myself.
Here is someone who is living with somebody. Like I said, I keep it real. Now, if you perceive it as bullying, that's your problem, not mine. Here is a man who has not worked in years, living with someone, gigoloing off of Chantal and maybe other people too. I don't know. Hey, get your bag how you get your bag as long as you're not hurting anyone and everything's up front. But don't sit here and try to make it seem like the reaction channels are lazy or somebody else is lazy when you are the poster child for laziness. You're sitting in a woman's home, letting a woman basically take care of you, except for your YouTube chat. Let's be real, Dee Dee is paying the majority of the bills. You're living in Dee Dee's house. Your YouTube channel, you don't get that many views where it's like somebody that has like 1 million subscribers or something, they really making bank. Or even somebody like Chantal. Come on now. Don't sit up there and call other people lazy. See, that should get on my nerves.
Ivy says the reaction channels are using their talent in bullying, unfortunately.
Yeah. This is talent. Actually, when I react better than you do. Sit down and act for facts. I don't lie. I don't accuse you.
Me either.
Take your words and say, no, this doesn't make sense.
No. He lies. I do not lie. I'm not finna sit here and lie to nobody. Ain't nobody out here on the, no offense, but ain't nobody out here on the other side of the screen worth the energy of lying. What do I have to lie to you for? See, this be getting me crunked up, y'all. I be getting crunked up listening to this sometimes, this shit. What I got to lie
Tina
for?
says, hi, Nader, hello, my love, and hi, BD Delicious.
Hi, honey.
He the one lie all the time. I don't have to lie.
Yes, Sophia, that makes sense.
And you get mad. They're the one get crying, get mad, and making instead of doing their job again and let it go. They're the one doing community posts, insulting me again because I don't give them my video. Okay.
Pim Beige. Hi.
Hi, Pempesh.
Pim Beige. I hope I'm saying that right. So Fifi says again, when is the next reaction?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Eat first. Because I do my job first. As I told you, this, when I do reaction, I don't really do reaction actually. They do the reaction to themselves. They're the one using my content, and when I do reaction, I don't take your video and reaction and react about it. No, I'm talking there in Nagi Daddy about how you take my video, you keep insulting me, I answer you back. I'm not reacting. I answer you back. So even this, better than what you do.
That is a reaction, sir. Talk about he answers them back. That is a reaction.
I stand up for myself, and you take this about me using my content. You take my content and give me shit. How come? So I say, no, you said.
Bella said in the comments, they have no content. Bella, that is their content, child. That's why I'll be like, are y'all slow? That's content. Even though I don't consider what Nader does as a job, even though I don't consider what Nader does a job, it's still a form of content. Let's not be slow here. Reacting is content, okay? So again, you're gonna say ESPN has no content? That's content.
Not about me, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense. I stand up for myself.
Yeah.
I know.
So YouTube lets, everybody who has a channel, who knows, YouTube lets you know, and just...
YouTube send you, these people send using your content. 100%, 90%, 80%. And I realized that everyone using 100%. Like, you don't even use clip. 100% from my...
So from what I read and what I know, because Sam thing is all says YouTube washes their hands of copyright strikes. Hence, when they let people take it to court, it does not equate that you are correct in your stance. Maybe not, but I know that YouTube. That's why they say YouTube is separate from the whole thing about fair use.
If you...
Somebody said in the chat, Pimbeche, I think that is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I like the lighthearted reactors. Some of them are good company when watching clips. Exactly. Because sometimes it's fun to have somebody commenting along. It's not all, that's what I'm saying. It's not all just bullying and negative and, oh my God, you're insulting me. And it's not all like that. And y'all know that. I'm just, saying.
If you take my content, and YouTube tell me these people using your content, and you have a right to take action. But they can answer you back in court. I don't think somebody will go show the court, say, guys, I take his job, and he take it back. The court will tell you what? Get the fuck out of here. What you fighting for? You fight from my work that I did?
Wholesome YouTuber said, how are all the channels up if it's illegal? Right. And second of all, ain't nobody going to court for this shit. And the only way I could see taking something like this to court is if you are a huge YouTuber. Y'all, it's YouTubers I've seen that have like millions, literally millions of subscribers. They started as regular channels, like non-celebrity channels. And they don't talk about this shit like these people do. And they only got like 8,000 subscribers and shit. I don't get it.
Hi, Yolanda.
They never mention it.
Yolanda Rodriguez, say hello.
Yolanda, how are you? And I told them, and this day, I'm doing this.
Even Angel Horn says some of the reaction channels can be fun. It's almost like Nader and Didi and Food. Well, I don't know about Foodie because she's been on here long enough where she should know. I think she just likes to complain. But it's like he doesn't understand that this is a part of being on YouTube. Sometimes people will react to you.
I don't surprise you. If you don't remove my content, I will remove it. And I did. You know how many? I will show you when I go down. I will show you how many people, many channel, many videos belong to me and get deleted.
I mean, he is just, y'all can skip past this, obviously. He is just going on and on about this same shit. It's getting old.
There's no way to get it back. Because when I don't know before, when Mondo was sniping me, I gave him a chance, I gave him 1 week. So he used the system, go to court. No, now.
Look at this. Imperfect Live said, what about Foodie? Did you strike her? She was just reacting to you this morning. And then Pimbeche under there said, I'm not being funny, so please don't get mad. But if it's transformative, they can use the content. Mary, for example, transforms the content. There are others that are just lazy turds. Who's a lazy turd? I'd like to know that. Now, if you're just restreaming the exact same thing and you're not saying anything and there's no edit, that's different. But if you're saying something, if you've edited it, if you've added sound effects, made it funny or something, if you're just reacting like I am, that's different.
YouTube, take your video, you cannot fight it. You're gonna fight it in court. You cannot fight it. This is my content, I take it down. Monty was lucky this time. But this time, actually, I tell you what I did. I'm gonna sit down.
Dusty says, Judy, can you let Nader know a reactor won the strikes from Amberlin and have more subs than ever?
Side note, what the hell is he doing to that spaghetti? I'm having a Mary Cab moment. Why does he keep taking the tongs for the past few minutes? Maybe it's something I don't know about. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen someone, and I don't do this, cook spaghetti noodles and they pull it up like with them tongs. He's been doing that for the past couple of minutes. Why is he doing that?
What's that?
She said, can you let Nader know a reactor won the strikes from Amberlin and have more subs than ever? I'm worried for Nader.
I do my job and I fight for it. You want to take me to court? You have court there or you're going to come here?
What's he doing?
No.
To them poor noodles. Leave them noodles boil.
Different. Perfect lives. What about Foodie? Did you strike her? She was just reacting to you. No, it's not about reacting to a person.
You talk about me.
Taking the videos.
Take my video. Edit it. Give me shit. This is no. Talk whatever.
Someone said, why didn't he strike Foodie? Because Foodie just talks about me. She doesn't react to my videos and edit my videos and talk about me and stuff. No, you didn't strike her because you know that's where some of your income comes from. So you got to keep that running. You don't strike your bag.
If she did the same, I would strike her. And actually, tell you what?
She has done it. Foodie will literally sit up there and watch his videos and react to them and talk about them. But he's not going to strike his bag.
Advice. I don't like to say it, but I have to say it as a human being. She has much patience than me. I will say that. because they use her contact more than me, and they have much. They all have their income because of her. Before me even I been here. So I get here. You know where to go. Somebody uses your content 100%, 90%, 80%. Take it down. You're right. Make your views. My views doesn't go down because people hate me or people don't like me. Because they share with me my work.
That's the difference, yeah. Pimbitious, I'm not being funny, so please don't get mad, but if it's transformative, they can use the content. Mary, for example, transforms.
Yes, I don't go against Mary, by the way. I don't go against Mary. I react to her about that she don't have idea about something and she keeps saying talking shit. This is my react to her. But she actually learned a lesson. So the smarter one was here because when she know I will go strike, but I don't see all her video. I will check. If still some not blurry and do the right thing, using my name. And when you use talking about my food, if you are chef but you're not talking about my food, talking about food, you're not allowed to. It's not insulting me because to react, not insult, because I can strike you and insult me.
I mean, but really, he's not a chef either. How long is this going? Okay, I don't want this to go too long. Y'all get the point. It's the same thing over and over. Please leave your comments down below. I can't. I say what I have to say and I can't. Thank you for watching.